Hello, business owners. I am so glad that you're here today. We are going to go over getting started. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through the process of setting up an online business. And this business is going to be set on a solid foundation that isn't really dependent on any particular niche or product or business model. This is going to be a basic training that shows you how to set your business on a solid foundation. So no matter what business you're in, there's certain elements that you're going to need to have in place so that you can work smarter and not harder. So I'm going to walk you through this process today and show you how to get your business set up. So there are certain things that we all need in order to make money, right? We need a product, we need a marketing plan, we need a platform, and we also need a strategy. And this is where a lot of people fall short. So in this video, I'm also going to go over some of the big mistakes that I see business owners make. Because without, certain things, your business is really going to struggle. And I've learned a lot of this by firsthand experience. So I've been an online marketer for over 15 years. Can you believe that? Time has really flown. However, during that time, I have learned a lot. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything's been peachy and that everything has gone, the way that I had planned. However, I wouldn't really trade the time that I have spent learning about digital marketing for anything, because this is the wave of the future. And if you can learn these skills, you are going to be a valuable asset to yourself as well as others. So this is a comprehensive guide designed to help you start a profitable business or side hustle. So whether you're seeking additional income, maybe you want to replace an income, maybe you're working full time or your spouse is working full time and you want a way to replace one or both of those incomes. Believe it or not, if you can follow some of the things that we're talking about today, you are going to be on your way to replacing that income and really earning full time from a thriving online business. Now, that doesn't mean that, once you start making a few bucks, you want to go out and immediately quit your job. You want to make sure, number one, that your business is set on a solid foundation and that you are making consistent income. And that's some of the things that we're going to be talking about today. So in this guide, you want to think about, how you're going to use it. Are you going to take it and kind of give it the once over and throw it over in the corner? Because that's what a lot of people do when they take a training course. They don't implement what they have learned. So I'm hoping that you will take the information that you learn here and you will apply it and you will try things out. Some things may fail. Some things may go extremely well, and you want to do more of the things that go well and less of the things that fail. Don't think that when you start an online business that everything is going to be peachy, because it's not. As with everything in life, anything new that you've tried, you probably think about I'm just going to go back to the days when maybe you were learning to ride a bicycle. We'll use that analogy. So when you're learning to ride a bicycle, you have training wheels on, right? And those training wheels help to keep you upright. And you're, wobbly and you're not sure and you're scared. And then after you ride the bike for a while, you realize you no longer need those training wheels, right? And so then your parents take off the training wheels, and there may come a time when you might fall off the bike. You may skin your knee, but you get back on and you keep riding, right? And that's how your online business is going to be. There will be times when you fall off, you're going to skin your knee, you're going to bump your head, but you're going to get up and you're going to just keep trudging along. And we're going to give you some tools that you can work with so that you will have a plan. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And so we don't want that to happen. We want you to not fly by the seat of your pants. We want you to have a strategy and a plan that will help you to win, right? Okay, so we put this guide together, and really I put this guide together because I struggled with my crafting and my DIY activities and the creative type things that I really wanted to do. I was not able to make enough money. And this is the thing, when you are a creative person, it takes time for you to make those handmade items. You're not on some kind of assembly line, cranking out widgets, 1,000 widgets an hour. You are someone who only has so many hours in the day. You can only be in one place at a time. And so it became for me a real tug of war when it came to trying to make enough money, so that I could eventually leave my job. And then also trying to keep that quality and that enjoyment and that craftsmanship in the products that I was making. So that is a real tug of war for, all of us people who are out here trying to make stuff by hand, right? We need something else that we can put in place that will allow us to earn passively so that we can create that consistent income and continue to do the things that we love doing. Okay, so we're going to show you in this video how to take your ideas and turn them into an online business. So you can work with this guide in a number of different ways, and there are a lot of resources packed into these pages. So you can utilize this guide, and I'm hoping that you will actually go through this guide and not just give it the once over and then throw it over in the corner. I hope that this is something that you will use because it is packed with a wealth of knowledge on everything from starting with an idea to information on step-by-step information and step-by-step tutorials, articles, and guides that will take you even further if you need to dig deep on any particular topic. Now, we also have business building guides, tutorials, and resources that you can use to grow your business. This is not the only training course that we have on this site. Now, we also have other free courses. We have courses on digital marketing, building a blog. We have a tutorial on how to build a Shopify store, how to build an Etsy store and get 40 free listings. There's so many different resources out there. And so the way that I put this guide together is really going to give you the freedom to set your business up in a way that that feels right to you. So when I started my online business, it was almost as if I was being forced into this cookie cutter way of, building a business. And what I realized quickly is that my personality is not the same as maybe someone else who might be more, outgoing, maybe someone who has a larger network of people that they can immediately reach out to. I didn't check off any of those boxes. And so I needed a way to earn online that fit into my personality and the way that, I like to approach things. And so you may be the same way. And so that is why I offer a number of different ways for you to earn. There are a number of business models, a number of different niches, and a number of different types of products that we can sell. The sky is really the limit. However, if you don't approach it in the right way, and you don't have these certain elements in place that we're going to talk about today, that is where the struggle comes in. Once you set up these foundational pieces into your business and you set up a few simple systems, you are going to be able to work smarter and not harder. Now, you can also set up a free call. So if you're totally stumped on something, you're also going to be able to ask questions. So if you scroll down to the very bottom of this page, there will be a place for you to ask questions. You just type in your question and hit the submit button, and I will get your questions. And then give me about a day, 24 hours. As long as it's a business day, give me 24 hours. If it's the weekend, then I will be back, on the next business day. If it's a holiday, I will be back once the holiday is over. So The thing that you want to do is, if you're stumped, you can ask a question, or if you want to set up a free consultation call, we can do that as well. So what I do in that free consultation is, you kind of give me feedback on where you're stumped or the problems that you're having, or what you feel is keeping you from reaching your goals. And then we can talk about maybe some resources. Maybe I can just point you in the right direction and you can be off and on your way. If you're really stumped, we might be able to work together for one-on-one coaching, and I can set that up where we meet maybe once a week or once or twice a week and discuss, how to get you from point A to point B. Okay, so that is how you can work with me. You can actually go through this guide, or you can, be more hands-on through those consultation calls. So the first thing that we want to do when we're starting an online business is we want to research our market, because, and this is the thing that I did when I started my online business. I started with a product, and you're going to find that a lot of people start their online business with a product, without doing their market research. And when you do that, what ends up happening sometimes is that you have this product, you think it's amazing, but nobody else does, right? So you might try to pitch this product to your friends and family. You may try to go online and sell this product, and you may hear crickets. The reason you're hearing crickets is because you haven't done your market research. So market research is going to tell you a number of things. It's going to tell you, for the most part, the main thing you want to know from your market research is this a product that I can sell? Is there a demand for this product? Are there people out there doing a Google search for this particular product? Now, if no one is out there doing a Google search for the product that you're selling, then that's why you're hearing crickets. You're not really going to be able to reach an audience of people that are interested in buying, because no one is actively searching for that particular product. So market research is going to give you that bit of information. And then the main thing that you want from your market research is you want to know about your product, but you also want to know about yourself. And this is where, until I really evaluated myself and I looked at my own hobbies, skills, and interests, I really, I was kind of, running down the wrong path. And so I realized very quickly that when you start with yourself, now, your whole business is going to be built around other people, namely your target audience. But in this particular case, when you're starting out, you want to look at yourself. You want to look at those things that you enjoy. You want to look at the skills that maybe you have learned on a job that you enjoy doing. You want to look at your interests. What have you been interested in? A lot of us have been interested in hobbies since we were kids, and I've been kind of a creative person my entire life. I have enjoyed making things. My mom was kind of like that. She enjoyed making things. She liked to decorate and, add color to stuff. I've always liked to make things. And so if you're someone who is, kind of along the creative line, you really want to think about what are some of the things that you can do with that hobby or that skill that you have learned to earn money. You may even have more than one hobby or more than one skill that you want to earn from. But what I would recommend is that you start out with only one area that you're going to focus on. And then you want to take those ideas that you have from your hobbies, your skills, and your interests, and you want to turn them into a business. So think about your expertise. We all have something that we're good at, things that we enjoy doing, and areas where you can provide value to other people. Now, once you have those ideas down, your skills, based on your skills, hobbies, and interests, then you're gonna do more research. You're gonna research the actual industry. So every hobby, every interest, every skill level is going to boil down to a particular industry. So let's say that you are someone who has always been into fitness. staying fit. You've always liked working out. You could even maybe become like a personal trainer or someone who helps others reach their goals, because you're always looking for ways to stay fit, tone, lose weight, all those things that are associated with being healthy, right? Well, the health and wellness industry is a huge, gigantic industry, and there are so many sub niches. I just named off a few that fall under the health and wellness umbrella. So you want to research your market so that you can narrow down your niche. So instead of talking about health and wellness, you might want to focus in on exercising and staying, keeping your muscles toned and the best exercises to get specific results. So if you want a flat stomach, these are the exercises you do. If you want to build muscle in your legs, these are the exercises that you should do. If you are a man and you want a six pack, these are the exercises that you should do. And then you can also point people to the right gear, to maybe products that you've tried in the past that didn't work out. You might want to talk about that. I mean, there's so many different things that you can cover under that fitness umbrella. And even though there are a zillion people out there covering fitness, they're not going to cover fitness in the way that you cover fitness. And so even though there's a lot of competition out there, you can distinguish yourself from all the other people that are doing the same thing as you by bringing your own unique perspective to the table. So you want to perform that market research, and then after you perform the market research and you understand your industry and you understand, how your industry is working and how much money is being made in your industry, then you want to start thinking about the target audience, or those people, the human beings that are falling under that health and wellness and fitness umbrella. So who are the types of people who want to stay fit? Who are the types of people who want to lose weight? Who are the types of people who want to, maybe change some of their habits so that they can live a healthier lifestyle? These are the kinds of things that you are going to focus on. Okay, so now that you have kind of gone through this page, I want to draw your attention to this big button over here. So this is going to be your first set of homework that you can do when it comes to market research. I have a whole playlist or series of videos that I put together on how to do market research. And this is going to give you some ideas. You may not want to perform your market research in the way that I lay it out. You might have a different way of doing it. But this is going to give you insight on how to research the market. It's going to give you some tools that you can use to research the market and give you the data that you're going to need to really understand your target audience. It's going to give you data that you can use to understand your industry. And it's going to give you data that you can use to further develop, your hobbies, your skills, and your interest, and finding some of the business models, some of the products, some of the services that you might be able to offer when you are, when you have a certain interest or a certain hobby. Okay, so you definitely want to click on this big button and go through that video checklist. And I'm going to be updating that video. It's not a checklist, it's a video playlist. I'm sorry. But I'm going to be updating that on a regular basis, because as I make new videos, you will understand how all of this will come together with more information. And feel free to skip over any videos that you think are not applicable. Okay, so now we're getting to the section on setting a foundation. So now that you have gone through market research, you understand what you are interested in, you understand the industry that you're interested in, and the people within that particular market. You know who you want to sell to. Now it's time for you to develop a business plan. You know who you want to sell to. You probably have an idea of the kinds of products that you want to sell. You have an idea of your industry. You know how much money is being made in that industry. You want to focus on those industries that are making lots of money, right? The money is really where your profit is going to lie as well. So you're going to put your products up against the products that are being made by some of these huge manufacturers. And you're going to be able to compete because of the way that we're going to show you how to set up your online business. So the way that you're going to start your online business and you're going to set it up for success is by having a plan. Have you ever known someone, and you may have even worked for people, that all they do is fly by the seat of their pants? They never have a plan, and they're always running around with their hair on fire, and nothing ever works right. Everything's chaotic. Now, is that the way you want to run your business? If so, you don't need this guide. You don't need this training. If you're someone who wants to have a plan, you want to have a strategy that's going to help you win, then this is what you're going to need to do. If you click on this link, and let me just kind of take you back because I forgot to identify, these links that I have created. So when you are looking to learn more about your hobby, skills, and interests, we put together a questionnaire, 5 questions that you can answer that will help you to identify your hobby, skills, and interests. You probably already have a pretty good idea of what you like and what you don't like. So you can go through that exercise, and really, I guess that's your first homework assignment, to identify your hobby, skills, and interests. Once you do that, then you're going to click on this link, and it's going to show you how to research the market. You're also going to click on this link over here so that you can check out the videos that I put together on how to conduct market research. And then finally, you are going to click on this link to learn how to identify and define your target audience. So now when you're setting your foundation, you want to click on this link, and it's going to take you through setting up a business plan. It's going to give you some questions that you can answer to set up your business plan. And when you answer the questions, and let me just kind of stop right here, because I want you to realize that this is not going to be something that you're going to sit down and do in one evening. You're not going to sit down in one day and just kind of bloop, 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 hash out a business plan. This is something that you can start today. You can open up a Google Doc or your favorite word processing software like Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word, and you can just start typing in your business plan. And when you click on this button, it's going to take you to a template that will allow you to just kind of fill in the blanks, right? Now, this is going to be something that you're going to work on over time. You're not going to even have all the answers to the questions that you're going to be asked at this point. So you're going to just complete it a little bit at a time. And as you start completing your business plan, you're going to get more and more ideas about, how you want your business to run, how you're going to make money. You're going to include things like your strategies, procedures, processes, your financial projections. All of these things are going to be laid out in your business plan. And then as part of that business plan, you're going to want to set realistic goals. I separated this out because a lot of us don't know how to set goals. And so if you're one of those folks, you are going to click on this link, and it's going to take you to some information that will help you establish what we like to call SMART goals. Now, SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. And you want to set goals for sales, so the amount of money that you want to make. You want to also set goals for the income. So your income is the money that you get to put in your pocket. That's a little different from sales. Sales is your overall sales figure, the amount of money that you made. However, you have expenses that you have to pay. So the money that you get to put in your pocket may be a lot less than you may have anticipated. That's okay. That's perfectly normal for a new business. but you want to differentiate between your goals for sales and your goals for income. You also want to have marketing and advertising goals. So setting goals can be very, I don't know, calming to a certain degree, because when you set these goals and you create a plan, or you just kind of map out the steps that you're going to need to take to set these or to reach these goals, that's going to take it out of your head and it's going to get it onto paper. Once it's on paper, you can relax. You don't have to keep all that bottled up inside your head. It's going to be in written format. And this is something that you are going to be able to adjust over time as you get more and more into your business. So just know that your business plan is a working document, and you want to maybe project things out for the first 6 months and then go from there. Okay, so then next we want to talk about your pricing structure. So how much are you going to charge for your works of art? So if you're someone who creates, handmade pieces, you want to think about maybe reverse engineering the path that you're going to take to get to your income goals. And we show you how to do that. When you click on this link, you're going to be taken to a tutorial that walks you through how to reverse engineer the path to $1,000. So you want to get to the point where you're making your first $1,000, and you can make $1,000 in a week. You can make $1,000 in a day. It may take you 3 months to make $1,000. It could take you 3 years to make $1,000. So it all depends on you and how you set your business up. The thing that you want to do is you don't want to focus so much on how much money you're going to make in the beginning. You want to set up a process that ensures that if you do certain things, you're going to be able to make the amount of money that you would like to make. So definitely check out the tutorial on how to reverse engineer the path to your first $1,000. Okay, so now once you have your foundation set up, once you kind of know how your business is going to be run, then you're going to want to define your brand. So now that you know the kind of the personality of your business, you know how you want to run it, you have some procedures in place, you kind of know more about your target audience and the kinds of things that you're going to enjoy doing. Now's the time to define your brand, because your business has a lot more personality at this point than it did when you first started out. So what you're going to do now is you're going to build your brand and your online presence. And here are several links that you can use to help you define your brand, to help you come up with a brand identity that reflects your business and resonates with your target audience. So you want a logo, you want to think about the fonts that you use, the color scheme, and then you also want to think about your platform. So are you going to run your business on a blog? Are you going to use a shop? Or maybe you're going to start your business out using an online marketplace. So those are the kinds of decisions that you are going to have to make. Maybe you're going to start with a video channel. So if you click on this particular link, it will take you to a tutorial that walks you through the pros and cons of various platforms. You're also going to want to set up business social media profiles. So of course you already have your personal social media platforms, but you also want to set up business social media platforms. And the reason you want to set up business platforms, or business profiles rather, on your social media platforms, it's so that you can get the analytics. So when you're on, let's say you're on Pinterest and you have a personal account and you've been just kind of posting stuff from a personal perspective, once you start your business, you want to set up a business account on Pinterest. And that way you're going to have access to all the analytics. It's going to give you a lot of information about your followers, people who follow various boards, what they're into, and the things that you might want to focus on when you're on Pinterest. Okay, So now you want to acquire the necessary resources. So what tools, what equipment, what software are you going to need to start and run your side hustle? You want to work smarter, not harder. And always keep that in mind. So the thing that you want to do with your tools and equipment is you want to invest in those tools and equipment and software that will help you not necessarily have the bells and whistles, but you want the things that are going to help you take care of those daily activities that you will need to do in order to make money. So, we talked earlier about setting goals, and we talked about how you want to make sure that you are outlining in your business plan how you plan to make money. That means sitting down and doing the math. That means really, looking at how much money you want to make at the end of the month and mapping out a plan so that you can reach those goals. Okay, so that is basically where you're going to go in and you're going to look at tools. You're not going to look at the bells and whistles. You're just going to look at the tools, the equipment, and the software that you're going to need to run your business efficiently. And you can look at some of the essential resources that we map out for you for ideas, or you can also use some of the same tools and resources that we use. Now, this is going to be important as well, and this is something that you're always going to want to do throughout your business journey. And this is also an area that a lot of people overlook, and that is starting small, testing and validating your idea. So you have this big idea about how you're going to, run a business. You're going to start a thriving online business. You're going to run that business, and you're just going to make all kinds of money, right? So in order for you to be successful, when you're just starting out, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. You want to start small, and you want to have some things in place that will enable you to test out your ideas. You want to validate your idea. And just like we talked in the beginning about doing market research, you want to make sure that you have an idea that is profitable. So if you have an idea to, I don't know, be a turkey neck ringer or something like that in your business, you're going to go out and find all these turkeys and you're just going to start wringing their necks. Is that really going to be something that's going to make you money? Or do you need to kind of rethink that and, think about maybe something different, do some more market research, and maybe you might want to even go out on, and use a keyword research tool and just do a search to find the term turkey neck ringer. And you might even want to use a few plays on words and kind of switch some of those words around to do market research. Now, you may find that there are a zillion people out there looking for turkey neck ringers, right? And if that's the case, then you have validated your idea. However, if you go and you do your Google keyword research and you find that only maybe 3 people are looking for turkey neck ringers, then you probably are not, you're not going to make any money doing that, right? So you want to make sure that you are taking the opportunity to gather feedback, improve your product, and ensure that there is a demand for what you are selling. Now, you can do this with a small audience of people. You can actually, and this is one of the strategies that I used when I started my online business. So when you start a new business, a lot of times people think you're crazy, right? Because you don't have a steady paycheck and you're talking about stuff that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people have no idea what it takes to run a thriving online business. And so when you start talking about your business, you can, see the glazed look on people's eyes a lot of times. So what you can do is you can help people understand more about your business by asking them for feedback. So let's say that you create a landing page and it has some information on it that you think will be valuable to your target audience. So the thing that you want to do is you want to lay out the scenario for your friends and family, your testing group, right? and you just let them know, hey, I need someone to test this out. Can you test out my landing page? And when you send this, landing page to people and you give them instructions on how you want them to test, then that's going to kind of open a few people's eyes. It may not open everyone's eyes, but it's going to let them know, hey, this person is really serious about this online business thing. And then if you have a landing page that resonates with your friends and family, they're going to start looking at your business in a totally different light. So when you are rolling out these test plans to your audience or your test audience, basically what you're doing is you're helping them to make sense out of your business idea, and they're going to start seeing your ideas come to life, right? And as you start getting more success, as you start building your business, more money is coming in, your lifestyle is changing, they're going to get curious, like, what in the world happened? First you started out, you were struggling, and your business wasn't doing so great, and now you are just like knocking it out of the park. What did you do? That's what ends up happening. People will come up to you and they will ask you about your business. They will ask you what you're doing to earn money. People want to earn money, but a lot of people don't have any idea how to put the pieces together to build a thriving online business. So you want to start small. You want to start with a small group, whether it's your friends and family or whether it's a complete group of strangers. You want to have a small group, like maybe 4 or 5 people that you can use to test out your ideas, right? And you might even want to give maybe a gift card or give some kind of incentive to people who participate and give you honest feedback. Okay, so now we're ready to move on to the next section, and this involves choosing a platform. So where are you going to sell your products and services? Do you have the budget for a premium platform that you own and control, or do you need to rent space until you can build your own place online? So this is kind of where we kind of start out asking some key questions, and that will help you in a number of ways when it comes to selecting a platform. So if you're on a limited budget, then you're going to want to maybe rent some space until you can build your own place online. Now, if you have the budget and you are ready to kind of jump out there, you've tested your concept, you've tested your ideas, you found out that the business that you want to run is feasible and it's going to really help you to get from point A to point B, then you might be ready for a premium platform. So let's talk about, we're going to start out with a low cost platform. So you can rent space on the Etsy platform. Now this is a low cost marketplace that allows you to promote and showcase handmade, DIY, and digital products. You can use our link and get your 40 free listings, your first 40 listings for free. So that means that you will be able to, now, Etsy used to be free, and now I do believe that they charge when you open a new shop. I believe the fee is $15. I have gone out to their website and tried to get a definite answer from them on whether they charge this fee or not. And what they say is that they may charge a $15 fee. So just be ready, when you open up your shop, be ready to pay this $15 fee, and then you can still sign up and get your first 40 listings for free. So when you get your first 40 listings for free, you can start picking out products that you can sell and get them listed, and you don't have to pay anything until your products sell. So once those products sell, hopefully you are setting your pricing so that your costs are covered. And if you set your pricing up in a way where your costs are covered, then you're not going to have to come out of your pocket for any of the products that you sell. You are going to actually be able to make money. That is the name of the game. So I think what I'm going to do is put a link in here somewhere. We do have a video that we put together that showed you how to price your products in a way that will, help you to make money. You don't want to ever have to, when you're doing print on demand or you're doing some of the other business models on Etsy, you don't want to have to pay any money when you sell a product. You want to make sure that those costs are included in the price of your product. Okay, so that is one of the ways that you can get started with a low-cost platform that gets plenty of traffic, that has plenty of customers, and this is a great way for you to get started with your online business. Now, I don't recommend Etsy over the long haul, but I do recommend them as a low-cost way for you to get started. You want to have a business. You want to be able to start making money, and this is one of the ways, especially if you don't have time to build a website or a shop, then you can get started right away with Etsy. Okay, so then when you're ready to graduate to a premium shopping platform, then you're going to be able to use a tool like Shopify. So Shopify is a complete e-commerce platform that lets anyone start, manage, and grow a business. And so this is kind of the gold standard when it comes to e-commerce. The Shopify platform costs a little extra money, but it is worth it because it will allow you to have a stable e-commerce store that will enable you to, everyone knows Shopify. People are used to shopping on the Shopify platform, and they have an excellent checkout and payment system that enables you to collect your payments and make money, right? Okay, so you can use this premium shopping platform called Shopify. You can also build a blog. So depending on how you set your business up, you might want to have a blog. Now, the thing that we did was we started a WordPress blog back in the day, and we also added a WooCommerce store. WooCommerce works with WordPress. So let's say that you have a WordPress site. You don't want to go out on your WordPress site and try to connect a Shopify store. Shopify is a self-hosted platform. So that means that you don't have to pay for, a separate hosting service. Shopify will enable you to set up your shopping platform using their hosting. And that's going to be an all-in-one solution that you can use to open up a shop. Now, with WordPress, you can start a blog. You can, with the software that we use, and we use Thrive Suite, you can use Thrive Suite with WordPress to set up online courses. You can do quizzes. You can do scarcity campaigns. You can set up a store using WooCommerce. There's a lot of functionality in WordPress, and so you can use WordPress. No coding skills are required, and it's free to install and use. Now, the same thing goes for Shopify. You don't have to have coding skills. You can just set up your Shopify store. We have a complete tutorial that walks you through how to set all of that up. And the only thing that you're going to do is you're going to pay a monthly fee, and you're also going to pay for a theme. Now, they have free themes, but they also have paid themes that are a little bit more stable, and you can get, updates, and you don't have to worry about having some of the vulnerabilities that you will have when you are on a free theme, using a free theme. Okay, so these are some of the platform options that you can use to start your online business. This is really the place where you are going to be selling your products and or services. Okay, so now that you've got all that set up, it's time to go live. Now, think about this. We really didn't cover a whole lot of information, but The stuff that we've covered so far is really going to give you a solid foundation on which to build a business. And if you've, followed this all the way up to this point, you know a lot more about running and setting up an online business than you knew when you started this video. So now we're going to talk about what you're going to need to do to go live. So as part of your business plan, you are going to set up a marketing strategy. And so you're going to launch your business in the most effective way on all of your social media marketing channels so that you can reach your target audience. And remember, we talked about, only focusing on those platforms where your target audience is hanging out. So you want to, again, do that market research and figure out where can you get the most bang for your buck. What platforms are going to give you the most reach so that you can reach those folks that are going to be ideal customers for your business. So you want to use social media, content marketing, and email marketing to raise awareness and attract potential customers. You want to draw them in to your business, those potential customers that are going to be a perfect fit for your products and services. Now, you also want to do things like manage your time effectively. When you're live, you don't have time for, a lot of, stuff that will eat up your time but not earn you any money. So again, you want to focus in on those income generating tasks, those tasks that are going to help you make money. Okay. You also want to monitor your finances. So you want to keep track of the income, the expenses, and the profits related to your side hustle. You want to also set aside funds for taxes, and you want to maintain accurate records so that you can ensure that your business stays financially sustainable. You want to be able to pay your taxes when tax time comes. And you might need to seek the advice of a financial professional when it comes to your finances. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you want to adapt and iterate. So what that means is you want to be able to pivot. So if your data tells you that you are not, and your pocketbook is going to tell you the same thing. But if your pocketbook and your data is telling you that you're doing all the wrong things because you're not making any money, then you need to be able to pivot. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting to get different results. So the thing that you want to do is you want to be open to feedback, and you want to be willing to adapt your side hustle or your business based on customer preferences and market trends. So you want to regularly assess your progress and make the necessary adjustments. Okay, so now we're at the end. This is actually going to show you some of the courses that you can take. So we have a course called Digital Marketing Fundamentals. And when you click on this button, you can head over to my website and see what this course is about. This is a free course, and it shows you how to sell products and services online. So these are some of the things that you're going to learn, and you might want to just head over and kind of take a look at it. We also have a self-paced blogging fundamentals package. So if you're someone who decided, when we were looking at platforms, if you decided that you wanted to start your business with a blog, then you might want to take our blogging fundamentals course. This is a self-paced course that you can take. The course is free. There are some options that vary in price. So depending on the options that you choose, you may be able to either get it for free or you may pay a minimal price. Here is our one-on-one coaching. So if you're feeling stuck, then we can do up to 4 30-minute coaching calls. And during these sessions, you are going to kind of give me an idea of where you are, and I'm going to give you some steps that you can take to move forward and answer any of your questions. It may only require one coaching call, and you can get your first coaching call for free. So we can do that initial consultation for free, And then if you need more help, we can schedule up to 4 additional, sessions. Okay, and then we can also assist you in building your sales and marketing system. So if you're uncomfortable with tech, we can definitely work together on building out your sales and marketing system. And that means things like lead generation forms, landing pages, all of those things that you're going to need to set up so that you can build a thriving online business. Now, this is where I have laid out some of the resources that I use to build my business, and you can take a look at some of these resources. Now, some of these are paid and some of these are free, so just kind of keep that in mind. But lots of different things that you can use to to make your work easier. The thing that you want to do is you want your tools to make any job that you are doing when it comes to your business. You want to take those tools and you want to make that task a lot easier to do. Now, here's some additional services, things like creating an online catalog. We can also provide you with web support. We can also help you with your brand identity. So we can create, print-ready designs that will capture your brand's unique identity. And these services start at $20. So now this is where we are definitely at the end. You can do a call, you can schedule a call, or you can also click here to learn more about our business. And this is a picture of me when I'm, properly lit. Right now I'm sitting in my room and it's getting dark outside. I haven't turned the lights on yet. So I'm looking a little bit funny. However, we're just going to keep it moving, right? But anyway, this is how you can reach me. If you decide you want to send me an email, you can do so here. If you want to check out some of my other videos, you can do so here. And this is where you can also reach me on my Facebook page. Okay, so this is pretty much it. We have gone over the fundamentals of building a thriving online business. And when you think about, all the stuff that we've discussed, it really comes down to a few key areas. Doing your market research, setting a strong foundation for your business by creating a plan, defining your brand and really doing a thorough job and really understanding who your business is. Your business kind of, comes to life at this point. And you want to make sure that you do a good job of defining who or the persona or the personality of your business. You want to make sure that you define that and that you have a clear understanding of your brand. And then you also want to choose a platform. You want to choose a platform that's going to work best for your online business. And so we help you with that. And then you're going to be ready to go live. And, when you think about creating a marketing strategy, your marketing strategy is just a plan, right? And you can click on these links to get more information. So I think I've, covered everything. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to reach out and I will be glad to help you in any way that I can. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. This training has been about an hour, but I think it's well worth it. And I invite you to come back, take a look at this guide, download it. If you need to go back over this training, you can certainly do that. And again, I will be answering questions. As you get your questions, you can reach out to me on my Facebook Messenger platform. You can ask a question at the end of this training. There's a little form that you can use to ask questions. And just kind of make sure that you have a clear understanding of all of these various areas. Okay? All right. Well, thank you again. It's been great hanging out, and I hope to do it again soon. All right. Have a great evening, and I will see you in some of the other videos and hopefully in some of our courses. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.